Hello everybody, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. And in this video I'm going to be talking about the class mods that just came out, and I cannot believe they actually did this. But they were downgraded on the class spawn partially. They added a downgrade option for who knows what reason, let alone like 33 costs being outdated. Why would you add 32 costs back? That is so funny. Even if it is 60 gems, why would you even dare add it back? 33 cost is alright, I'll talk about that in a second, the 33 cost armors. But anyways, moving on from there, let's actually take a look at what they have to offer and everything surrounding the class spawn. Okay, so with the class spawn, they don't actually have a guaranteed list, so I'll talk about it in here. I cannot say the name. Kyrios Arrow is a 33 cost. Red Mirage is a 34 cost. Valgar Bow is a 36 cost. Imperial Guard Bow is a 35 cost. PAD right here is a 34. Royal Sapphire Bow is a 36. I thought 35, not I 36, 35. I kind of forgot. Lambent Bow is a 33. Captain's Pistol is a 34. Cheergood is a 34. Maggie, I cannot say the name for the death of me. The gun right here, the fire gun, is a 35. The Blossoming Dance Bow is a 35. The Raging Lightning Dragon Bow is a 35, and then the Tachyon Shotgun is a 35. So they only actually have two 33s in here. They have a few 34s, the rest are 35s and 36s. So actually the majority of the weapons they have in here, cost-wise, are going to be 35 and 36s. I know this looks good, but the class spawn has been for a while really one-sided with its rates. Extremely one-sided. Just like how the step-up spawn worked, like the monsters, the 46 gem monster step-up spawn they had once. The lower the cost, the higher the rates. Even though they took away the 30, like a lot of the 33 cost weapons that they originally had probably in this spawn in the first place, they're probably giving a lot of those rates that they took away to the like remaining 33 costs. So even though they overwhelm the whole spawn with 35s and 36s, you still have an extreme shot, if not a very high chance of getting still straight up 33s and maybe even 34s, to be fairly honest, with the class spawn. And that's the issue, is team, you need to own up to what you're doing. Once again, when you add higher cost stuff, you really need to upgrade some of the other stuff like your class spawns and stuff like that, because the last time you ever really touched this or upgraded the spawn, I think the highest cost was 35, and I'm talking about like the monsters and armors, if not near close to it, when you were just coming out with 36s. You came out with this 33 plus class spawn, and that was a good idea, because the gap between the highest cost and the cost that you're guaranteed was not bad, but it was a reasonable amount, because you're not going to be the highest cost guaranteed in the game, but you're not going to be like extremely low. And they haven't even touched this, they haven't upgraded it or anything. It's still 33 costs guaranteed, and that's the bothersome thing. And let alone, instead of trying to fix it and make it better, they had a lower option. Like, oh yeah, like I'm definitely gonna go for this, considering that the highest cost is probably gonna be 34 cost monsters. And no, then you actually slide over here and it's a 37 cost monster. That's the issue with these class spots. Very one-sided on its rates. You do have a chance, especially considering how much weapons. It would make sense that you may have a chance of actually getting 35s and 36s, and of course 34s. But keep in mind, 33s are probably going to have the highest rates, and it's no different with the 32 class spawn down here. I believe, at least. I don't spawn a lot of class spawns, but I do gather results, and these are the results I get from them, is they have very one-sided rates when you actually spawn them. So keep that in mind when you're spawning these class spawns. Personally, if you are really late game, I don't recommend these. These are people that are mid and early game only. Other than that, I would stay away from these class spawns, and honestly just save your gems for something that comes along the way that's going to be very, very useful, very, very essential. Or wait till the next treasure spawn that has a featured weapon and just grab that personally. I wouldn't really mess with this class spawn if you are late game. like I think like I'd say 880k or higher, I wouldn't really touch this. I absolutely wouldn't. Even if you're 880k, if you have like a 34 cost, I mean 34 cost plus weapons, all like equipped and stuff like that, I wouldn't really touch this personally. 33 costs are outdated. Cost wise, the only reason you should even really worry about grabbing 33 costs are either for their skills, that's one of the few reasons, and B, the elemental, because they are infused, so they do give off a decent amount of gear score, but that's legitimately it, unless it has a very good skill that might be worth keeping one or two of out of like all your max cost in your like gear slot or gear set, or for a couple gear sets that you may be having, or it's good for elemental. There's really no purpose, and even then you're not guaranteed to get the elemental you need to actually progress with the spawn. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this. And the reason I'm saying 33 costs or higher ultra rare might be worth it, and I'm only talking about the actual armor spawn down here, is because I haven't looked at it for a second, so I'm actually going to hold on. Okay, so I took what I said back about it actually being worth it. The reason I said it might be worth it is because I was hoping they were going to add back the physical art of the first warlord set of gear that they actually had to offer, but they don't even have that in here. So considering that they don't have that in here, and considering they actually have a decent amount of 33s to actually split from rate wise, I personally don't think the 33 cost armor is going to be worth it. So my bad, I was wrong about that. The 33 cost armor is not going to be even worth it in the first place. So that's my intake on the spawn and everything surrounding it. Thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, and I hope this helped out. This is the AzureWrath, and I will catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.